Obviously, when you think about a show like The Expanse, you think about the sets and the props and the costumes, but one aspect that you might not consider in your head that's super, super important is the graphic design, the labels on the walls, on the floors, and on the clothes, and that is the job of Kim Si-sun here. Kim, you're first assistant graphic designer?
Yes, I am. I've been working on The Expanse since season 2.
Tell me about what your job is like. You're coming up with graphical information, labels, stickers, posters.
Yeah, so I'm the graphic designer for The Expanse. I basically do all the graphics that you see on sets, on any props. So these would be more obvious things where you would see like branding and stuff. But we also do the chevrons on the floors and all the splashes of color. That's vinyl is ours. Numbers, space numbers, lots of space numbers.
Space numbers, warning labels.
A lot of warning labels. I've become like pretty much the go-to person for mechanical labels because I've just done thousands at this point, and I love looking at them now. Like it's something you don't usually notice.
There's a visual iconography to it that's very specific.
But it just adds to the texture. And yeah, that's what I do.
Well, so I want to talk about this because here is a backpack from season 3. Am I right?
Season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah.
And like when we think about something like this, people may see this as a prop and go, "Oh yeah, that looks like a kid's prop from some show, right?" But you've got to design it and imbue it with history. Yeah.
So it's funny because like I read the book, the first book before I started, and there's this whole beautiful like segment in the book where they talk about Misko and Marisko, but it was never in the first season.
Right.
And I was really glad that they like added it in a prop as a nod to the book series.
Right.
So I basically took what was described in the books
as 2 comic characters.
Yeah, as these 2. It's a children's TV show that exists in the universe that Holden and Miller were both reminiscing about while they were in Eros. And they were like singing the theme song, and they were like, "Oh, and like, do you remember when they're always like being chased by this guy with a pink hat and all that?" So yeah, I just had to create it.
I mean, that's the thing, is that it feels like it carries with it a history of a thing that really existed, and that's non-trivial to give it that. Was there source material you took inspiration from, like the Teletubbies or? I
just really like looking at lowbrow art as far as I was really, really big into vinyl toys, like in the early 2000s. So this was all I drew, which was really funny because when it came up as a project, I was just like, I want to do it.
Send me in, coach.
Like I have been training all my life for this.
Am I right that within your department, if you're super enthusiastic about a specific design, they're just going to give it to you because they know you're going to do it right?
Pretty much.
I
usually get like the little drawing ones. There's usually about 4 or 5 people in the department, and each person has something that they specialize in. But yeah, like I do the little illustrations like this.
Eventually you'll use everything you ever learned, right?
Exactly.
Also, I want to talk about this incredible intergalactic waffles takeout container. Now, when you encounter a real takeout container from some branded company in the real world, it's the result of hundreds of hours of meetings and decisions and efficiencies and industrial design, and then you have to do all that yourself in like a few hours.
Like, I think I only had maybe 2 days to do this or something crazy like that.
This is amazing. This is incredible. It feels like I'm looking at a real thing.
We had some like source material that was just these like really beautiful packaging, like Asian packaging. That was just like from Google. Like we were just Googling like all these really interesting packaging, and I just kind of created this thing out of it. But it's not even real cardboard because they couldn't print on cardboard. So I had to like get a cardboard texture and print it on vinyl. Yeah, so this is all vinyl on cardstock that I got printed, and then like, it was really funny. It's just like getting a prototype done out of paper and like making sure everything worked and the color matching was great, like, okay. Because all I really was given were these takeout boxes.
Okay.
The 2 takeout boxes and these like ice cream containers.
And you came up with a whole formal...
And the cutlery, and Jim's like, put them all together.
I love the cutlery sitting in this. This is brilliant, and this is what food companies should actually do. This is smart design.
Thank you.
That is fantastic. Okay, now, Ty Frank just gave me something that I think is partially your work, and it is the Savage Industries jumpsuit with this gorilla. This is you.
This is me.
So now you know how much I love Futura Extra Bold, the world's greatest font.
It is a great font. It's very universal, and I think it will carry on hundreds of years from now.
Talk to me about this gorilla. Talk to me.
Okay, so the gorilla is actually originally was a stock image, because we only have like a day usually to do these things, and it's tricks of the trade. So I got this like full size gorilla image, and then just like manipulated it to get just this head, and like it had to be the perfect shape to go with the logo, and then it turned into that. And like when I first got it, I was really, really excited because I was a huge fan of Mythbusters.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's really bizarre. It's like going a full circle.
Isn't it? Yeah. You're going to find that regularly with life. Now, well, tell me about these other logos. These are also all yours.
Yeah, these are all other logos that were created. I think these were created by me. Yeah, I'm pretty. We've done so many mission patches on this show.
Right.
So many. It's
so
just
for every single mission patch, you have to again tell a story about that mission.
Basically.
So it can't feel like every other mission patch.
Yeah, exactly. And we just looked at a lot of mission patch references online. And like even just looking at Syfy, like other mission patches from Syfy shows as well, just to kind of get that blend of both.
Yeah. I'm curious about your process. Do you start out with a paper and pencil doing rough sketches, or do you use a...
Sometimes I do. Usually it's just mucking around with Illustrator.
Just moving things around until something feels right?
Our working files are just, it's an absolute disaster. It's all these like shapes and like trying to like cut chamfers out of things because everything's on an angle.
Right.
And then you just kind of keep going until you see a shape that works and a color scheme that works.
When I was working in the model shop at the Industrial Light and Magic, I did a lot of laser cutting, and as such, I drew a lot of weird shapes. And whenever I drew a particularly complex one, I would actually store it in a separate file. That just was like the repository of all weird shapes. You must have files like this.
Yeah, I do. I also have a big file of just like reference images, like going back to mechanical stickers.
Yeah.
I have a library of mechanical stickers that I just go back to every time for reference.
Just for inspiration.
Yeah, just for inspiration. Yeah. And as far as like for things like where I'm actually illustrating something, like the Intergalactic Waffles and even Nisco and Marisco, it would be like an iPad sketch.
With a pen?
At first, with a pen.
Okay.
Because that's where it's going now.
Yeah.
Like paper and pencil are not a thing.
I still love them. I still try and draw on the pad.
I do draw on Post-it notes, though. I do draw on a lot of Post-it notes.
Do you save them?
I do sometimes, yeah. I still have, I think I still must have something from the original Nisco and Marisco somewhere.
Is there a design in season 4 that you are particularly ecstatic about?
Well, aside from the Intergalactic Waffles, which I'm really excited about.
This is pretty amazing. I'm blown away by this.
My favorite, I think, that I've done for season 4 is the Tynan.
The Tynan.
So I did all the graphics for the Tynan and the Tynan airlock, and it was just so cool. Like it just felt like you are in space and you're in the future, and like everything's so gritty, and
it all fell into place for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I was a huge sci-fi nerd growing up, and it's really funny. Like
this is like the perfect job for you.
Oh yeah, totally. It's totally the perfect job for me because it's like, again, it's coming full circle from like now I'm making canon.
Yes.
You know?
Right. You're the person that someone would go to ask about it.
And I used to go to I still go to Comic-Cons and I still get excited about cosplay and everything. And now there's like people that are cosplaying stuff that I've done and like replicating graphics that we've done, and it's just really cool.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Kim, thank you so much for
you.
giving me a glimpse into your world.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome.